Wow. Thank you all. We hit 10,000 subscribers on the BookLab. I didn't think this time would come, and not so soon. So I'm so just wanted to pop in, talk a little bit about books, and also show my appreciation for all the people who tune in every week and are here looking for great nonfiction books to read. I made a little bit of a. This is gonna be an unorganized video, so you can turn it off now if you can't handle it. It's gonna be super casual. Uh, but I have a list of some topics that I want to talk about. I want to talk long books because I'm reading a lot of long books now. I want to talk about shitty books as well because I've read a few of those recently, and also some upcoming videos that I'm working on and topics, and other hopefully somewhat great stuff. Right now, I'm actually homesick from work. I caught something. I've been lying on the sofa all day, and then I saw that we hit this landmark, and I just wanted to uh, tell you how much I love you, basically, and how fun I think this is. When I started the Book Lab YouTube page, it was actually during the pandemic because I was at Toastmasters, which is this public speaking club, because I wanted to overcome my fear of public speaking. And when the pandemic hit, that was off the table, right? Because we couldn't meet in person, and I was not that interested in doing that stuff over Zoom or Skype or whatever service you used. So I started this channel because I thought, hey, if I do a lot of presentations in front of a camera, that's some good training for communication, right? And I also, of course, I'm very passionate about books, and I was doing a lot of this on Instagram before, but I kind of found my groove when I started to make videos instead. I just think it's more fun. It's easier to go in depth than in a post on Instagram where you have a word limit and there's so much just and when reels started to come out, like, and shorts, that kind of format was not for me. Maybe I'm too old, I don't know. um, I wanted to just update you guys a little bit on what I'm reading, so you know what to expect from this channel. And I also want to hear from you, like, what kind of books do you want me to cover? I know I've been deep into economics and tech books recently, which is kind of outside the core of Book Lab because my interest has just taken me that way. I don't know if you like that or not. It hasn't been too much about AI. I don't know. So I want to find some new, like, psychology books, philosophy books, stuff like that I can share here on the channel. So if you have any recommendations, just put them in the comment section, and I will look through those books. Um, I'm a little bit low on books to review right now because I've been reading so many long books. I'm reading Adam Smith's The Wealth of Nation, which is like 40 hours. I don't know, maybe 50. I don't remember. I'm reading The Story of Civilization, Part 5, and that's also a 50-page book. So it's like it's hard to keep up with having one review a week because I'm not a machine, and I can't read all day, even though I wish I could sometimes. So I have some books now that I'm going to be on the sofa all day. I'm actually going to try to finish A Billion Wicked Thoughts. I don't going to go into detail on this one because I've pitched it so much. It's a lovely book about what the internet tells us about sexual relationships. It's based on search data from pornographic sites and just compares what people like, women, men, people from different parts of the world. It's just super interesting. I'm starting this one, The Fourth Turning. What the cycles of history tells us about America's next destiny, something. It's I couldn't pronounce that word. I'm Swedish, you know. I don't know all the English words. This book has a theory of that history presents itself in phases that are about as long as a long life, and there's 4 of them, and they have different themes, and it just sounds absolutely fascinating and relevant. What else am I reading? I really want to read some Ayn Rand, The Fountainhead, Atlas Shrugged, something like that. I think that would be very interesting, but I don't want to take on another 50-hour book right now, so I'm looking for some shorter books so that I can have something to present on the channel as well. To be honest, sometimes the channel dictates a little bit about what I read because I want to have content coming up, but I also stray away from that when I pick up these 500, 1,000 page tomes from time to time. September is around the corner, and I'm right now working on the video of upcoming releases for September. And oh boy, is the summer slump over. I think I have 8 books in this video that I want to present, and there was several more that I just had to discard because that video would be too long otherwise. So book season is definitely on. There's a lot of breadth as well in the types of books that come out, but they're also the same old. So many productivity books, so many books about minorities doing this and that. I think that's the main topics. There are 3 main topics every month. There's like 50 books about productivity and stress management. There's like 50 books about ethnic minorities in the context of something. And then there's at least 1 billion books on AI released every month. I don't think I'm going to talk about any AI books this month, so that would be a first. One thing I also wanted to just pitch here is I'm considering having some kind of book club with the community where we read a book together. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I think it would be a fun experiment. I have no idea how we would choose books, but the idea would be that maybe we choose a book that we read on a time schedule, separated into chapters, maybe have a live or something where we discuss the book with the group chat here on YouTube, or maybe we need to do it in some other platform. I don't know how we would do it. Maybe go through like the great books list. I should actually continue to make the great book lists breakdown. I've done a few categories from it, but I've not done all the videos, so I should probably take care of that and make a few more videos. The great book list is basically a list of my favorite books of all time that I keep updating. I have a link to that in the description below. But one idea would be to pick one of the books from that list and go through it. So let me know if you have any ideas for a book club, or if it sounds interesting. I think that would be fun. We could also read newer books, right? That would be something, because I do all these breakdowns of the latest book. Maybe we pick one of the new books each month that we find interesting and read it together. I don't know if that would be valuable to anyone. It would be fun to do something more interactive. What else do I have on my list? Yeah, I think that was most of it. I was mostly here to say thank you for supporting the channel. Thanks for tuning in and celebrating 10K. That's pretty cool. One of the things that has inspired me throughout life is the movie Wayne's World. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's an old movie, but there's these guys in their basement, and they have like a TV show that they send on like a local network, and it's like basically no one watching at all. But it's just something that I've thought about when I was younger. It's like, it would be really fun just to have your own show, and now I kind of have it. I kind of have my own show, and I enjoy it as much as I thought I would. Thank you again, and tune in a couple of days when I have my September nonfiction releases highlight video coming up. Until then, yeah, I'm gonna lay down. Have a good time. Happy reading. Björn out.